Welcome back, everyone. Thank you once again for watching. I'm growing my hair out a little bit because I have a video coming out later this week that's going to be very exciting. I just wanted to respond to a comment that someone left and kind of maybe do a little video about it on one of my videos, and that was one that I did with Kat. And the comment was from the Cover Cove. He said, "Thanks for this. Now I know bald guys can have a nice girlfriend." Great comment. I'm happy to see that, you know, people can see that and are getting a little bit inspired from that. But that comment also kind of took me a little bit by surprise, or not by surprise, but it was something that I wanted to talk about, because having, you know, those certain, like, I guess, having that kind of mindset where, you know, you wouldn't even think it would be possible to have like a nice girlfriend or something like that because of some sort of limitation with that. That kind of struck me as, you know, something that I wanted to talk about and see what you guys' thoughts were on that. I don't know, it's something like, you know, there's millions of guys all over the world that are bald or you know, do have shaved heads, and you know, millions of them have beautiful wives, families, children, everything. So you know, it's I hope that, you know, it's not just my one sample. I know that I have a lot of younger guys like myself that do watch this. They're kind of like, is it even possible for me to, you know, find that person that does have, you know, the traits and the qualities that I like and that I'm pursuing? And, you know, is it even possible for me with, you know, my limitation or what people say is a limitation? And it's not a limitation at all, absolutely not. And you could definitely find whoever you're looking for. And, you know, I've seen in the past other people comment as well, saying, oh, well, you're tall, you know, you have all these different features that other people will find attractive anyway beyond that. And that in of itself shows how little, you know, hair matters if you work on your other things. Like, you know, if you work on yourself, if you build yourself up, you know, are doing and you're invested in fun and interesting hobbies and interesting things, people are very attracted to that. So, you know, being tall for me is definitely a bonus, and I'm very grateful for that. But being short is not going to take away from your potential. You know, you just have to work on yourself, you know, sign up for some classes, take some classes, get that kind of experience that people love to hear people talk about, you know, do things like that. And I understand that there is a little bit, you know, you'll feel like, since it is insecurity, you'll feel like it is setting you back a little bit, but in no means or in no way is it actually setting you back. You know, it's the only limitation that you put on it is what you put on yourself. So if you believe that you're not going to, you know, find a beautiful girlfriend or find a beautiful partner, or if that's something that you want, then, and you believe that you won't be able to get it, then you definitely won't be able to get it. I know countless, and we've seen, you know, as a community, we've seen countless people, you know, that are short or fat or bald or, you know, not classically handsome. They've gotten beautiful women, and most of the time that's because, you know, their personality. It's also because of how they present themselves, and, you know, it's how they go out and get it. You know, they have a goal in mind, they know what they want, they know they can achieve it by doing a certain couple steps, and they go out and get after it. You know, I think a lot of times we limit ourselves because, you know, we don't believe that we can achieve it. But finding that belief that you can achieve it by, you know, taking simple steps, you know, building up some hobbies that you do that you can talk to people about that are interesting, you know, take a couple cooking classes. It's a great way to meet people, you know, maybe do a couple yoga classes or something like that, some kind of classes that you're going to get a lot of mixed genders in, where you can kind of meet and talk to people and see what they're interested in. And, you know, when you see people that are talking to someone or talking to a woman that you're kind of attracted to, and the girl seems interested, you know, kind of see what they're talking about and how they're talking, and kind of build and play off of that. Because if you see what's successful around you and what other people are doing that is helpful, then, you know, kind of start to learn and adapt and grow with that. I mean, be your own person, but, you know, understand that there are certain ways that people do communicate that other people find attractive. So just kind of keep your eyes out, you know, keep working and building on yourself. It's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a hard process. Nothing ever comes easy, but once you do find that kind of motivation to do it and go out and kind of fix some things that, you know, might not be working 100%, that's when you can realize that it's, you know, there's no limitations but the ones that you put on yourself. You know, great example, Danny DeVito. He's not, you know, he's kind of the butt end of a lot of jokes. He's kind of, you know, seen as kind of this also at the same time this icon of the industry, and it's because he embraces himself. You know, he embraces who he is as a person. He has a beautiful wife, he has kids, he has a lot of happiness and success in his life. And that, you know, that's kind of an example that I could think of right off the top of my head that is, you know, what you wouldn't think is classically handsome, or what you wouldn't think is, you know, he's not tall, he's only like 5'1" or something. And so, I mean, it's the limitations that you think that you have are ones that you're putting on yourself. You know, the more you focus on, you know, your goals and what you want, if your goal is to find a partner to spend the rest of your life with and be happy with, then you need to work on that goal. It's not just going to happen. You can't just expect it to happen. So you need to work on yourself constantly by going to these classes, doing, getting really engaged in your hobbies, branching out and trying to meet new people, and really putting an effort into it, because it's not just going to fall in your lap. You know, it takes a lot of effort to find these things. And if that means going out of your comfort zone, then absolutely get out of your comfort zone and really jump into that. But yeah, so I mean, the limitations that you set on yourself are really the only ones that are holding you back. And there are obviously some, you know, physical differences from person to person, but I guarantee you that out of, you know, let's say 1,000 people that might potentially watch this, maybe 1 or 2 are actually, you know, in a capacitated way that they aren't, you know, won't be able to go out and find that. But 99.9% of the people that, you know, are struggling and dealing with this have 100% capability to, you know, work on themselves, find the right opportunities, find the right passions, and really build and grow, and then achieve that goal if that's to find that partner. That can always happen. So don't ever count yourself out. Keep pushing yourself. It will happen. Just look at all the people around you. There's millions and millions of other bald men that do have beautiful wives and families around the world. It's not a limitation. The only limitation that you put on is one that you put on yourself. I hope that really helps today. I had a good time over the last little week. You know, I've been getting back into surfing a little bit. I'm a little bit sore from that, but other than that, I've been enjoying my time. I hope everyone else is having a fantastic week as well, and we have a great weekend coming up here. So I hope you guys all enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you very soon in our next video. Alright, we had a great comment coming in from Sharkbait. He said, "Your girlfriend is very beautiful, but that cat..." I can't read. "Your girlfriend is very beautiful, but that cat is like the cutest thing I have ever seen. Isn't she so cute? Oh my god. Glad that you had luck. My experience from dating apps is sadly nothing but being ghosted and promiscuous bitches." I have had those too. Don't even sweat it, man. I went through a lot of really weird people before I met my boo. Right, baby?
I guess.
Exactly. Nice to see that there are still some girls out there looking for something serious. Gives me a bit of hope, man. You should never lose your hope, because there's always going to be that person that becomes your special somebody. I found you through our bald BTW. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. That Reddit community is awesome. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.